Once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He understands this is a huge conference matchup with the 7-game winning streak on the line, but more importantly, conference play and ramifications for a conference championship. This is a huge matchup today, and he has warned his team, keep the streak alive by doing your job today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Morrow. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Owens. Got enough for the first down. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. We'll send the tight end in motion. See some running room. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Did Bevo really get his name after altering the brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throwing Reed. Makes the grab. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
through the air. It's Reed. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that first down, and now they've got a decision to make on 4th. They'll try to power it in. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Throwing Manning. Out wide right, it's Brown. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Back's got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, 1st down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Stepping to the right. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Hart's going to spin it again. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Offense will have another go at it. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here today.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Reed. Out wide left, it's Craver. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Spotted at the 45, that's good enough for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Arch is going to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Whip it out to the back on the screen. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Manning with a play fake. Buying time to his right. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on. Just not anywhere near good ball placement.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Owens. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here's Reed to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Setting up the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Offense in a split backfield. Reed. Out wide right, it's Morrow. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
They're all over it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Got some green grass.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Ball's down to 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. On the RPO, got it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Texas A&M going quickly. Going to the run, it's Owens. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing Reed. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. looking to get it in. Touchdown, Aggies! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Right side, it's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Crosses the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Arch Madness. Rush right in his face. He'll pull it down. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Stopped right there.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quarterback changing the play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. It's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Third down from the gun, Manning. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Makes a catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Morrow. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Arch to throw. Unleashes it. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
2nd and long here. They'll give it to Brown.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a grab in the end zone for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Nice move there. He's past the marker. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Reed. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Changing the routes with his receivers. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short. Maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one through the air.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Manning to throw. The screen, he can go. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Brown. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Manning escapes the pressure to his right. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
and it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, finding themselves playing from behind. Here's Reed to throw. Left side is Owens. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. He's going to run it. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Fires to the big fella.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now here's Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
And the defense comes up with a good stop. And here's the thing, great job, great rush integrity, making sure they didn't let him scramble around, make a big play. Now down by 3, your decision, try to kick it or maybe force it and try to go for it.
Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on 4th down. Touchdown, Aggies! That one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide right, it's Townsend. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Look out! And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Arch is going to throw for it. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. The 30. Running through contact. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Finds his target. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He'll bring it out. It's Morrow. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
There's some daylight. He's got the 1st down. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a crease. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Reed. Intercepted for the 11th time. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the touchdown, Longhorn. A pick
putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the return, it's Morrow. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Time is running short. They let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll run the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Throwing Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That one just came off his hand badly.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Reed to the air again. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Normally, I would say fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Reed. Escapes the pressure going right. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Reed. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Texas A&M going up-tempo. Again, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Brown running left. Might have a chance. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got some room, it was over. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Morrow. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here's Reed to throw. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Got an alley. There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Play fake, Reed. Swings it out to the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
Here comes the Texas offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Defense all over him. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The receiver on the jet sweep. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Arch Madness. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Trying to make one miss. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Back to pass, it's Reed. Moving out to the right. Caught. Turns it on at midfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Aggies in the hurry-up.
And this is why defensively, man, you want to keep your guy in the pocket. Like, once he starts to scramble, all the rules change, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust, and the running back just works towards the sidelines as he starts to roll to the right.
No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. A buck 57 left. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.